Hello, this is Jason Hahn, and I wanted to go over my week 7 speech with you with a demonstration speech. First off, we're just going to check the fluids in the engine compartment down here for a 2013 Altima sedan. When you look through the table of contents, and if you look at chapter 8, it'll show you the engine compartment check locations. This is a V6 3.5, and we're going to go over all of the engine fluids while we get a few minutes. The first thing we're going to do, we're just going to go by the numbers. So we're going to check the power steering fluid reservoir. This is your power steering fluid. And you pull it and use a rag to wipe it off. Put it all the way back in. Pull it out. And there's just a little bit on there. So I might actually need more power steering fluid. Next, we're going to check the engine coolant reservoir, which is right next to it. And you'll look down in there to make sure that there's still fluid in there. Once you verify there's fluid, and this is just overflow and excess, this hose will go back to the actual radiator. When you open the radiator, you never want to open it when it's hot. And right now the car is a little bit warm, so we're not going to open that. We're going to do the engine oil filter, which is right here. This is where you would put the engine oil filter or oil in if you're low. And then we got the brake fluid reservoir, which is here in the back. And if you see, we're just going off of the owner's manual. There's the brake fluid reservoir. And you can see that there's brake fluid in there. Alright, the air cleaner is underneath here. And you can take it out and look at it. It looks pretty dirty. I might actually need to get a new one. You want to clean any leaves or any items out of it. And make sure when you put it back, you place it all the way down in the seat. Alright. The fuse box is going to be right here. And this comes in handy if you have part of your fuses that aren't working. But you can take it apart. All my stuff still works, so I don't want to pull it all off. And you make sure that it's secured. Then we want to check the engine battery, which there is some corrosion on it. You can use Coca-Cola to dump on here to get the corrosion off, or you can just wipe it off. But if you do wipe it off, you want to make sure that you clean your hands thoroughly after you're finished. This time. Time. Left or in? In. Okay. Alright. You want to do the engine oil dipstick, which, according to the diagram, the engine oil dipstick's right here in the front. We're going to use a different clean rag. And you will pull it out. You want to wipe it off all the way first. Make sure it's clear of all the oil. Put it all the way back in and pull it straight out. And check the engine fluid. You can see right here that it's right on full. And the H means that it's when it's hot. Alright, the radiator cap is right here. Again, we're not going to take it off because the vehicle's still a little warm. If you'll see, it says never open when hot. And if it's just warm to the touch, it could be under pressure, so you don't want to take that off. Alright, the drive bell location is over here. And it's actually down in there, and I don't want to take my manifold cover off to get to it. But that's where your drive belts are. And I'm doing all this, and it's part of your preventative maintenance checks and services. It's a term we use in the military called PMCS. You want to go over all the items in your vehicle before a long road trip. For the 4th of July, we're driving from Colorado to South Dakota to go to Mount Rushmore and to see my father and do some other family vacation type things. So it's good to go over all this stuff on a regular basis. You don't want just the shop to do it for you. And then last thing you want to check under your engine is your windshield wiper fluid. Mostly you'll get a low windshield wiper fluid indicator inside your vehicle. It's really easy. You can look in there, or you can fill it all the way up. In the winter, you might want to use something that has de-icing abilities or something like that. Everything checks out. It's a little dirty, but the dirt won't bother me. It won't bother you. We can go over just a couple more things. When you're looking over your vehicle, you want to check the condition of your tires. If you'll notice, if you have a vehicle that has green tire caps on it, the green tire caps mean that they're nitrogen filled tires, so don't fill them up with regular oxygen. You have to take them to a Midas or a manufacturer or a dealership, and where they can fill them back up with nitrogen. It makes the tires last longer, they ride better, it just overall helps the performance of the car. And you'll have your windshield wiper blades that you want to check. You want to make sure that they're not frayed or rotten, that they're nice and soft. As you can see, my windshield, it's kind of dirty. They work really well. And once you get inside the vehicle, you want to make sure that your headlights, tail lights, brake lights, blinker lights, hazard lights, all those work. Your horn is another good one. And then it's basically just the overall performance of your car so that you can have a safe trip. I believe that we're ready to have a good vacation, and hopefully you all have a great 4th of July, because I know me and my family will. And it was nice being in this class with you all, and I look forward to seeing your videos maybe again in the future, and definitely learning from this situation. So have a good day, a happy 4th of July, and I will see you all next time.